1, all things paranormal. I have to do 2 thumbs up. Hey, tonight I will be flying solo. Don's coming back from Houston, and he didn't think he was going to make it in time, and judging by the way I was talking to him earlier about the traffic, he ain't going to make it. So anyway, we've got lots of stuff to cover. We're going to kind of run this as far as we can, and then we'll kind of, just kind of shut it on down because I got me some chicken at the house that should be getting ready. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching, friends, family. Hey, y'all be sure to pass this stuff along. Because the more people that watch it, the better response that we have, and the more enjoyment we have. So because we like to just pass the word, we kind of like to give some shout outs to people, our wives and stuff that's going to be letting us go on our next Halloween hunt, and we're going to be getting to that here in just a minute because without them saying yes, we can't do anything. So anyway, this for next week. Next week, our regular scheduled show is not going to be there. And you're going to say, oh man, what are we going to do? We're not going to have a regular scheduled show on a Tuesday and Thursday. No, but we're going to be giving you a twofer. It's going to be a hunt on Friday night and Saturday. So for that, we're going to be doing a couple different things. Hopefully it's going to, hopefully we'll have some good stuff for y'all to watch. Now during this event that we'll be doing, our cameras will go off and on, different things as we switch from one camera to a different mode, stuff like that. But we'll explain all that when we get down there to it. And hopefully it's going to turn out really, really well. Now for Halloween on October 31st, we plan on having a place where we can set up some stuff and have all the little kids come over there and see if we can't get y'all some candy. I know every kid wants to do some, go some trick or treating and everything. But y'all come out and see us. We got something for you. So anyway, tonight's show. Oh, let's talk about where we're going to be going first. All right, now we've been kind of alluding to it. So we're going to be doing a 2-night event for the Saturday night. We will be doing a hunt at. Let's get this over here to you. You see that right there? That's a picture I pulled off the internet. That is a picture of the Marfa Lights. We're going to be heading out to Marfa, Texas. Now, if y'all don't remember that or know where that's at, that is about 12-hour drive. That's a long drive out there. So we're going to be doing the Marfa Lights. We're going to be setting up one night out there. The last time we was out there, we set stuff up. Man, we got some kind of good reactions going on. So we were real pleased with that. So anyway, we're going to be heading on out to the Marfa Lights. That is the place to go. Especially, I like it. I looked up there today and looked at the temperature. I know we've been having some up and down little temperatures here. We've been having some 90-degree weather. Look like we got some still coming. Well, over there at nighttime, it's been getting down in the 40s, and I've seen a 39. So we're going to be bundled up. And you know what that does when you have that low temperature with all of our cameras and stuff? It makes really good pictures. Really good pictures. All right. So now, where else are we going to go? Well, we're going to let the cat out of the bag tonight. This one right here, we've been just alluding to it, but this is going to be an actual ghost hunt. We're going to be heading on down to the Hotel Paisano. Now, that's a hotel sitting over there at Marfa, Texas. And this hotel has had a lot of famous visitors, and they did some. They even had a film crew out there one time for something, and I don't remember what it was. But anyway, it is like an upscale hotel, and it went through several owners. Well, this place is haunted, and it is said to be haunted by some owners and some other things. But the number one haunt in this place is James Dean. Now, you know why that's going to be good? Because I want to find out where the car that James Dean had that he died in was called the Little Bastard. I would like to know where the Little Bastard's at so I can go get it. You know, how cool would a fat man look riding around in that car. If I got to sit there and restore it hand by hand and do it myself, man, that would be the thing to have. All right, now and now I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's just me doing the show, things might go a little short because I don't have somebody other reaction going in there. But anyway, tonight's show, y'all see, all seen the thing that said, let's see here, NC-17. Now you know what that means. If you're 17 years and younger, you can't watch. Now I'm telling you, all you little kids that's going to be watching this, get up there and say NC-17. You go in there and we'll know. We'll know. You go ask your mama and daddy, say, hey, can I watch All Things Paranormal when they say the rating of the show is going to be NC-17? And they're going to go, no. So don't try to sneak it in. We'll find out. So y'all don't need to be watching this kind of stuff. Brandy says, hi, Brandy. So anyway, you don't watch it. Now, for the people that's over 17, maybe y'all get a little something out of this because it's going to be talking about the seductions in paranormal. Now, what does that mean? Just what it says. Things that seduce people in the paranormal. Now, we're going to start this off a little fast. I'll tell you what, before we start this off, y'all think about that. If y'all young, y'all get on out. Because like I said, we'll find out. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through these things right here real quick.
Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats, and cups. Give us a holler if you want one. All Things Paranormal.
All right, we're back. So anyway, as we're talking about things that get over here and do seducting, you know, let's go ahead and just get this out of the way too. We got a fan that loves to see this. Here you go. And just for her, I went ahead and put a little dog leg up there hanging off of it. So y'all do us some love. Y'all pick up a shirt and a hat. All right, so anyway, NC-17 now, we're going to start up. All right, now for our first one, we're going to be talking about things that get over here that does seducing. Let's go ahead and check this one on out here. Number 6. All right, y'all look at that. Y'all know what that is? That is a mermaid. Now, the history of mermaids, it goes way back, and it can even go all the way back to where the first merman, which it was called merman, back to the Babylonian days. Now, and it graduated on down to the mermaids. Now, well, even in the Babylonian days, and it turned off over to Greeks and Poseidon. They even have one picture of Poseidon where he was half fish, half man. Anyway, the one we're talking about today is the mermaids. So they're sitting, and how they come to be is multiple different ways for Poseidon, and let's see if I got the actual real thing here. It doesn't say. Anyway, the mermaids come to being from them. They just had creative type of things. Now we're not talking about a typical mermaid like you see in Disney, where you got the little thing just swimming around over here, and she coming up going to be doing all different kinds of good things, trying to get somebody. That's the Disney version. If you want to get into more of an actual gruesome tale, you can look up The Little Mermaid, which I guess is where they get the tale from. They kind of change all that up. But it was wrote by Hans Christian Andersen. And now he had a whole different kind of tale of mermaids. Now, it ended up with the Little Mermaid in his book, got her tongue cut out by the king. And so she ended up getting mad. She stabbed him, killed him, and bathed in his blood. So, that's a pretty gruesome tale. But in the old history, in the old legends and lores, The real mermaids were the ones that was sitting over there on different places as sailors was sailing out to different areas. They had them even had a tale of them sitting on an uncharted rocks or island out there and say, "Y'all come on over here, y'all come on over here," and the ship comes in, hits something, and sinks, and everybody dies. The end game to the mermaid was you need to die. Or if they didn't feel like killing you by that way, they could create something in the atmosphere and just throw your boat over. Now it's got some history also of the mermen coming up there and jumping on the side of the boat, weighing the boat down and then rolling the boat over into the ground. So we're not talking about your little mermaid from the Disney thing. We're talking about the actual the from the legend of lords, the ones that get over here and killing people. So if you look out there and you see a half naked woman and with a fish body and she's over here making bad eyes at you, that is not the place to want to go. Here's another picture right here. You have a picture right there of this is back in 1600s of the drawings of the mermaids. You got a mermaid on the left and a mermaid on the right. That's a merman on the right. Back, yeah. So anyway, that's the tale of the mermaid. So if you see them out there, don't go get it. Don't be messing around. Let's see if I got everything on there. Oh, the Babylonian also went on down to Poseidon. They say Poseidon also had at times had half of a fish body. So all right, now the next one that does seducing. And we're going to do 3. So if I run out of stuff, then we're going to just cut it short. But anyway, the next one we're going to have is going to look like this is what everybody has a picture of. That's what you have in your mind when you talk about vampires. So anyway, that was Transylvania 65000. Anyway, that's what everybody has a picture of of a vampire. Now that's not really how the vampires are. If you go to look at them, vampires seduce things. And actually they call it they want blood, and they also have another one that was called a vampire, which sucks off of energy, off of a person. So anyway, the now you think, well, here, let's throw this out here. This is what the here. Let me read this out here to you. The folklore of a vampire, what it says is folklore, what they really look like is it's not this, but it's closer to this. Now, that's Count Orlok from Nosferatu. In old history, it says that they're bloated, ruddy, or dark countenance, not like today's vampire twilights. They're not gleaming in the sun like all that. These things right here are after something. Make no mistake, they seduce for its own benefit. They don't want to love you. They don't, they want something from you. They want blood so that they live longer because, even one count said that they like vitamin D, so they got to have the blood. But anyway, so they got to have the blood, or a vampire pulls off the energy off of the victim. Now you'll see a lot of things going on now. I know there's one in Houston, and of different vampire cults that they call psychic vampires, and that's more what they consider more of a vampire nowadays. So anyway, you think, well, how did somebody like Count Ulrich, who does not look like the Odette, wind up getting somebody? Well, they use a thing that's called copulation. It's a form of mind control. So what they'll do, that's why whenever you look, if you're looking at a vampire, they say do not stare in its eyes because all of a sudden it controls your mind. So anyway, that's not good. All right, now this is where it's really going to start getting bad. So I'm telling you, NC-17, we need make sure nobody's there. All right, our next one's going to be over. Let's see here. Gotta change over here thing here. That right there is a picture of a succubus. So we got a succubus. A succubus is a demon that is changed into the form of a woman, and it has an end goal of sleeping with a man and getting his sperm. That's what the end goal of a succubus is. Now, it does a lot of things. It's changed into a fine looking woman. It sneaks on down, it wears you down, it does different kinds of things to get and have copulations with you to where it gets your sperm. Now you think, no, why does it do something like that? Now, there's two different things of why stuff it does something like that. One, it says that once they have intercourse with you, it messes up your mind. It makes you crazy. Things go on. You just it messes you up in a bad way. And so that's what happens. Number two, it has the sperm, and you go, well, what does it want to do with the sperm? Well, it wants to take the sperm back to an incubus. Now you think, what's an incubus? Well, that's what everybody wants to know. What's an incubus? Let's just go ahead and throw this on out here. Oops, wrong thing. All right, take a look at the picture right there. You got an incubus sitting on top of a woman that's laid up there. Now, the succubus takes the sperm, gives it to the incubus. The incubus gets over there, sticks it has copulations, sexual relations with the woman, and has changed that sperm it corrupts the sperm, puts it into a woman from sexual relations, and now all of a sudden they end up having a kid from that. Now, a succubus and an incubus are both demons that has changed forms. And that particular picture right there, that picture was done a long time ago, and it was it didn't show any kind of changing, so it could have some type of a different effect, some type of intoxication on the woman of somehow to have her for the relations. So anyway, from that right there, you say, well, why does it want to do that? Well, now all of a sudden, things have been changed. Woman has had sex with a demon. The child offspring is more susceptible from the history. Now, all this stuff right here is coming more from a Jewish mysticism from the first, from different Jewish mysticisms as to why all this stuff is happening. All right. So if you read a lot of the books and stuff, you'll start seeing stuff like this, and it starts relating to it. Now they say the first succubus was Lilith, Adam's first wife, and that's Jewish mysticism. You go to the Catholic religion and the Baptist and mainstream Protestant, you don't see that Adam's first wife in there. But in the Jewish mysticism, you see that they have the first wife it was Lilith, and they say that was the first succubus. But then again, you can also start taking a look that there was a demon. So that's like, Lilith was not a demon. She was an actual created person. So anyway, so from that on, all of a sudden they say, why do they have the copulations with the woman to impregnate? Well, they say that the offspring is super prone to evil. All right. Now, whenever you have the super prone to evil, it is it can do a number of things. So, in my infinite wisdom, I have not followed up with this. I was sitting on a donut shop when I figured this part out, was looking at this, and I'm like, John, and I say I call myself John every once in a while. I said, John, I got a question here. It's going to need further investigations. So if y'all happen to have any kind of idea, please let me know. So with this right here, I'm going to say, this brings the question of, if a demon is an incubus and it takes the sperm that the succubus had from the man, corrupts the sperm, puts it into a woman. If you look in the Bible, they have the sons of God slept with women and created what was called the Nephilim. Now, the sons of God, meaning the demons, slept with the women. So was all this started from the corruption of the stuff that was started off with from the man that was corrupted, put into a woman, and all of a sudden a Nephilim was created. That's getting pretty deep. I see something like kind of like the Omen. Oh wait, here it is, everybody. So it's kind of like the Omen movie. But anyway, so you can't, if it, so that turns out to that kind of thing. And if you want to look where the demons were sleeping with the women, go to Genesis 6:4. And that's kind of something that we might want to ponder on. So if anybody comes up with any ideas, hey, let us know. So that brings up in conclusion, we're going to go ahead and throw this out here in conclusion. All right. I'm just going to give you some words of advice. If you don't know who it is, and if you don't know where it comes from, and they sure are making googly eyes at you, you might want to think twice, because now, if you wind up getting enticed, you could end up dying. And this ain't no just being enticed. This is talk about something worse than an STD. So y'all watch out who you're getting with. You don't want to waste it. You don't want to have your blood sucked, and you dang sure don't want to get up there and sink your boat. So anyway, if you don't know what it is, stay away from the shit. Stay away from it. So anyway, we're gonna call this a little quits here. I hope I didn't bore you too bad. I hope you kind of get something out. If you got the answers to the questions, let me know. Anyway, this is John, All Things Paranormal.